Yo! What's going on, YouTube? Hope you guys are doing well. And before I say anything else, thank you guys so much for 200 subscribers. Like, I know it probably doesn't sound like a lot compared to other people, but like that's still a lot of people, dude. 200's a lot of fucking people. That's like a school auditorium full of people. Like, that's a lot of you, bro. And I can't express my gratitude enough. I am eternally grateful for the day ones, for the new subscribers, for, you know, everyone, all of you. You're all handsome, cute, beautiful. Thanks. But today I got a Q&A for the 200 milestone thing. I had no idea what else to do for this. I'm not original in any way. I've come to find out I'll improve. Anyways, the same day that I got 200 subscribers, I asked you guys on Instagram and Twitter to ask me any and all questions that you wanted to know. And while a lot of you had some decent questions, there were some fucking weirdo. You guys are weird, man. You guys are weird. And I figured for this, I'll just have Resident Evil in the background. It's my yearly playthrough. I'm a little autistic. This intro's been long enough. Be sure to like and subscribe and help get to 300. That feels weird to say. But anyways, yeah, let's get to the questions. First question coming in from Turner, my dog, my slime, my guy. He asks, any plans on doing IRL streams or vlogs? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that would be a lot of fun to do. I think it's something I've always wanted to do. It's just, I kind of, believe it or not, have a pretty boring life. I just work and come back home and do this. But IRL streams and vlogs, it's something that I'll definitely do in the future. Eventually, at some point, I will be moving again and living with my best friend. So I'm sure that'll come with a whole bunch of content, and we'll probably be having vlogs. I did do an IRL stream when I went to Comic-Con, in case you missed that. That was a lot of fun. Comic-Con was fucking amazing, dude. But yes, to IRL streams and vlogs in the future at some point, probably. Next question coming in from my boy Eric. Just so happens to be the person I will be moving in with at some point. My best friend, my guy, my goat. Son of a fuck. He asks, if I had to switch places with one person for just one day, who would it be and why? I don't know. I feel like the basic answer to that would be somebody famous. Like, I don't know. Honestly, I'd probably switch places with, like, I don't know, a rapper I like maybe Ski Mask or JID or some shit, just to like see what a day in that life is, you know, like how touring would be and what it's like in the studio sessions, you know, shit like that. I've always been super into music. There's not many things that I like more than music. I listen to music every single day, all day, every day. Yeah, that's who I'd choose. It's basic, yes, but like, I don't know, being famous sounds cool, aside from like paparazzi. Next question comes in from Turner again. Turner asks, will I ever go back to D2? No. Next question coming in from my guy Dez. He asks, what's a goal that I have that I am close to achieving? Well, it was hitting 200 subs, but I guess it's time for a new goal. I mean, I'm not really close, but maybe like 300 followers on Kick. Follow me on Kick, by the way. If not 300 followers on Kick, then probably something like IRL, like getting back into the gym, getting healthy again, because kind of been slipping. I used to be pretty consistent in the gym, and I've kind of just been finding excuse after excuse as to not going back, which in all honesty, it's all BS. Like, I kind of just got to lock in. But yeah, either 300 subs on Kick or going back to the gym. Does that count? Whatever. Next question is from Dez again, back to backs. This time he asks, what's a memorable gaming moment that sticks with me? There was one time back in Destiny 1 when I would do trials, carries, and shit like that, where me and a friend of mine was helping this, I want to say he was like 8 or 9-year-old kid who had obviously never been to the lighthouse before. And if you're not familiar with Destiny, it's a lot to explain. It's a PvP game mode that's difficult with an end game goal thing. I did that and helped people get to that end game goal. But anyways, this, I believe, 8-year-old kid who had never gotten to that end game before, we had got him there, and he was so ecstatic and thanked us a million times, got his mom in the room to show her and told her about it and all that shit, and he like was really happy. And it was reactions like that why I did that in Destiny for so long, because it's truly heartwarming. I like helping people. It's just a shame that Destiny turned out to be what it was, but in a way I'm happy it's turned out the way that it has, because if it didn't, I'd probably still be playing Destiny and wouldn't have been in the position I am now with the friends that I have now and all the people I've met playing Call of Duty and whatnot. But I can give Destiny its flowers when when the time calls. Next question comes in from my friend Orion, who texted me the question instead of putting it under one of the posts, but whatever. He asks, if I could live in a different country for a year and then have to move, what are 5 countries that I would move to, and in what order would I relocate? First, I think I'd go to Italy. I've always wanted to go to Italy. I'm half Italian and half Jamaican, if you guys didn't know. But I want to be in Italy for a year, learn the culture, be around it, have authentic Italian food. That would be fire. And then after that, I'd probably go to Jamaica because, like I just said, Jamaican. Do the same thing there, try out the food, check out all the different sites, because it's beautiful in Jamaica, dude. The beaches, the water, it's gorgeous. After Jamaica, I'd want to live in Japan. Actually, I don't know if I'd go to Japan after Jamaica because I probably wouldn't want to leave. The idea of moving to Japan like permanently has always been like a really cool idea. Oh my god! It's always been a really cool idea to me. Because obviously, big anime fucking dork. After that, I'd probably go to the UK, specifically London. In the last place, I'd probably go to France, go see the Eiffel Tower. Sounds like fun. Sounds like a good time. But anyways, next question. Next question comes in from Sabo. She asks, what made you decide that you wanted to do content, and is there any content creators that inspired me? And if so, who? I mean, I grew up watching YouTube, like I'm sure a bunch of other people have. I grew up watching a lot of gaming YouTubers, like PewDiePie, I'm pretty sure was the first channel I ever subscribed to. The Vanoss Crew, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Dashy Games, you know, all them. And I always thought that was like a really cool job to have, to be able to do. Just basically like play video games for a living and entertain people. But I hope that answers your question, Sabo. Next question comes in from my guy, Dusty. He asks, do you plan on streaming on TikTok at the same time as Kick? And I am not reading the rest of that question. What the fuck? But the answer is yes. I would love to stream on TikTok and Kick at the same time, but I have yet to reach the requirements in order to go live on TikTok, which if you haven't already, go follow my TikTok. I've been posting shorts pretty much daily. But yeah, once I reach the requirements that TikTok has in order for me to start going live on there, I will definitely be multi-streaming between those two. Next question comes in from Shrumps. He asks, when will you quit K-Bam and come back to Controller Gang? And when will you beat me in Attorney? Probably the same time you go to K-Bam and beat me in a 1v1. Next question coming in from Sin. She asks, where do I see myself in 5 years? Well, I'm 22 now. 5 years I'll be 27. Honestly, obviously I'll still be doing this. Honestly, I think I'll be doing this content creation thing for the rest of my life. I don't see me ever not doing this. But if I was to think like IRL wise, honestly, I would hope in 5 years I would be close to maybe starting a family. Maybe not like having a kid in 5 years, but like, you know, hopefully being with somebody at that point that would be a possibility with. I hope that I'm able to find a career that I like and want to stick with if this content creation thing doesn't work that way to where I can just do this full time. But hopefully in 5 years I'll be blessed with an opportunity like that. But anyways, yeah, that's hopefully where I'd like to see myself in 5 years. Next question coming in from Phantom. They ask, what is my favorite Dragon Ball series? Daima, Super, Z, etc, etc. My favorite Dragon Ball series without a doubt is OG Dragon Ball Z. Specifically, my favorite arc would have to be the Cell games. I mean, I literally have Gohan tatted on my arm. This is like my favorite form, my favorite character. Cell games was my favorite arc, favorite fights. Like I just love specifically original Dragon Ball Z, like when they still had blood and shit. I grew up watching Dragon Ball with my 3 brothers, and a lot of my fondest memories as a kid was watching that show. So I have a lot of sentimental attachment to the show. And rest in peace, my go to Kira. Next question we got coming in from SoarMG. She asks, what are some goals that I have content wise and personal for 2025? Content wise, I want to start a second channel so I can post games like this and horror games and whatever else I decide to make besides Call of Duty, and just have this channel be Call of Duty mainly, or I guess only, because Lord, I need to free up space on my hard drive with all the fucking footage I have for other games. But personal, I really want to get back into the gym this year. I feel like I've procrastinated it long enough, and I need to actually make steps into bettering myself again, because like I said before, I've kind of let myself go. But yeah, hopefully this year I can get that all sorted out. Next question coming in from the GOAT, Ali Bay. my king. He asks, what's your favorite game of all time and what game looked fun and others really enjoyed but I just couldn't get into, and why? First part of the question, Resident Evil 4, the game we're playing right now. I haven't really decided whether the original I like more or this one, because they're both really neck and neck. But regardless, Resident Evil 4 has always been my favorite game of all time. And to answer what game looked fun and others played and liked that I didn't, that would have to be Overwatch. I tried Overwatch multiple times. I tried to get into it with like different friend groups and by myself. I gave it a lot of chances and I couldn't get into it. It's nothing really against the game itself. I just don't really care for like that team-based kind of gameplay and escort, which is also why I haven't played Marvel Rivals yet, even though everyone's telling me that I have to and I need to and it's so good and it's amazing, whatever, when Marvel Rivals is literally just Overwatch but with characters I care about. But I'll probably end up playing Marvel Rivals at some point just to see how it is. Probably give it the same treatment I did Overwatch, or give it multiple tries. But I don't exactly hold high hopes for me liking the game, or well, me liking the game enough to play it like all the time. And the last question I have for this Q&A is from my boy Slight. He asks, why do you play COD? I have no fucking idea. Nah, but in all seriousness, it's the sniping, dude. Something about sniping in Call of Duty has me in a fucking chokehold. Like, I always like to play games that have somewhat of like a skill gap or something in it that has a skill gap that I can really get addicted to. It's been that way with every like shooter game that I've played. Like Apex, the movement hooked me and I wanted to learn it. Destiny, the gunplay was different than any other game I've ever played. To this day, I haven't played another game that had the same kind of gunplay style as Destiny. That's what got me hooked. And Call of Duty, it's the sniping. Something about the sniping just tickles my little autistic brain a bit too much, and it's got me by the balls, dude. I can't escape it. I don't think I ever will, unless Activision or Sledgehammer or Treyarch pulls big enough fucky-wucky like fucking Destiny, and I no longer want to play the franchise anymore, which hopefully that doesn't happen, but you know, you never know with devs these days. For some reason, they just don't like money and want to fuck up their game. That's going to do it for this video. Thank you to everyone who submitted questions and those who unfortunately asked questions. Of course, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment of any other questions that you want to know. I'll be sure to look at them and answer them as I see them. But one last time, I just wanted to say thank you again for 200 subscribers. I know I keep saying it over and over again, but it truly means the world to me that this many people fuck with me. Like, it's kind of weird, honestly. I never thought I would really get to this point. I've always done this content thing as a hobby, but I grow more and more passionate for this every day, more and more hungry for the grind, and I am very excited to see what the future holds regarding this channel. But yeah, if you haven't already, be sure to follow my Instagram and my Twitter for whenever the next Q&A is, so that you can submit your question for the video if you want to do that. And, you know, while you're at it, go to the TikTok, you know, again, sub to the YouTube. Just saying, 300 subscribers. It should happen. Yeah, thanks again, and I shall see you guys in the next video. Deuces! Those ashy ass lips you got.
YSL got it for cheap. Now all these niggas think I had a stain like bleach. 7 a.m. on the beach, studying flows. The ocean got hella to teach. I put a 6 on my beat. All of these fingers getting numb from pinching my cheeks.